Hello, welcome to Verbling. Hi there, I'm Teacher Oakley, and for the next hour at this time, as we've been doing for the course of this week here at Verbling, at this particular time slot, we're going to practice a certain question type. Throughout the week, we've discussed personality, past tense questions, preference questions, hypothetical questions. Today, we're going to be looking at opinion questions, and this is very good practice for all English language learners, especially for those who will be taking a standardized English test such as TOEFL, IELTS, CAE, or what have you, as they all ask an opinion question. And you have to write an opinion, too, for all these tests. Okay, we're going to be doing it in a loose format. I'll be asking all the students in opinion questions. What I really want from you guys is to state your opinion clearly with one sentence. Try to avoid saying, I like dogs because blah, 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 blah. Don't give me a contraction. Don't make a compound sentence. Don't go right into your reasons. It's much better form, and it's also more clearly understandable to express your opinion. I prefer dogs. Period. My first reason is, okay, and then use some sort of signal word or signal phrase to say, okay, here's the reason. For example, I was playing with my dog. Give an example.
Yeah.
Like that.
Yeah,
So,
it's very good. Some students are very redundant and very long speaker. I always said, for example. No, I don't need the example. I got it. No need example. I always think about that.
But it helps in clarity for the listener to use these discourse markers or signal words or signal phrases. And you don't have to use, for example, you can use such as, for instance.
Like if someone said, for example, I'm treating me like a stupid guy, I already understand. No example.
Okay, but you know, especially regarding standardized tests like IELTS and TOEFL, you gain points by saying, for example, you're going to lose a lot of points by not using this, regardless of who you. It just clarifies speech. Actually, in my opinion, you can disagree with me if you'd like to, but I'm not trying to make people feel stupid. I'm trying to clarify information. If I'm doing a presentation or something in front of a group of people in a company, I'm definitely going to use introductory phrases. Our first chart shows us and we can see that sales are rising. For example, in the refrigerator sales, we can see that in the month July. I'm definitely going to do that, just no question, because I want the information to be clear. So anyway, this is what I want to hear, a clear statement of your opinion, and then some nice discourse markers to explain why that's your opinion, why you think so.
Oh.
Okay. So anyway, hello, Heidi.
Hello.
Hi. Yeah, nice
Hello.
to see you. Hi. Hello, Tammy.
Hi. Hello.
Hi. Your name's not Tammy. Is your name Tammy?
Yes.
Oh, okay. All right. Where are you from?
From Saudi Arabia, but this is the nickname.
Nickname. Okay. Very good. Okay. Welcome to the class.
Thanks.
Nice to have you here. I thought you were, because somebody outside the class put sometimes the name on the avatar is different than the name that pops up in the Verbling chat box. And because the way you came in, I thought you were the gentleman Freddie who... Never mind, I was confused. Never
Doesn't matter.
mind. Sorry about that.
No problem.
Okay. I thought you were somebody else. Oh, oops. Okay. All right. We're gonna try different kinds of opinion questions. So, all right. These may be a little difficult. Okay. Heidi, I'm gonna start with you. Okay. Heidi, what is the secret to long life? What is the secret to longevity? Living a long time, longevity.
Yeah, I heard about that too. I remember. Okay, eat 80% of your stomach.
What?
To eat every meal, to eat only 80% of your stomach. Don't eat full of your stomach.
Okay. All right. Well,
80, we said that kind of proverb. For 80% of stomach, no need the doctor.
okay. You won't need a doctor. All right. Okay. So directly answer my question with a reason. All right.
So my direction of my answer is keep what? Don't eat 100 of your stomach.
Okay. All right. I think the organization would be better. It would be more clear. Obviously, I was like 20 seconds just, huh? Oh, okay. It wasn't clear, really.
Because everybody said so in the interview.
I would say something more like this to give a clear idea. I think the secret to longevity is diet. There's your thesis.
Mm-hmm.
Now you can make your reasons. All right, I've heard it said that you should only eat to 80% capacity.
Yes.
Maybe would be a great word here, by the way. Capacity, how much to fill something up.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Then give your reason, and then your detail. For example, we have an expression in our country, and okay, that part was actually good. A reason and then extra detail.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, but I think it's important to express your overall thesis, your idea, express your opinion first. If you just launch right into reasons, it takes a little while, at least for me, for my brain to catch up. I don't know what direction you're going, so I'm confused. I'm easily confused, Heidi. I don't need any help being confused.
Because it's very hot.
Okay. Let me welcome a couple other students to the class. Hello, Selma. How are you?
Hello, teacher. I'm feeling good. Thanks for asking.
Okay. Again, I don't know. Speak up. Whatever you have to do. I can hear you, but I really have to listen very carefully. It's very, very low volume. If you can shout
okay,
or something. I would appreciate it. I'm getting old, I don't hear as well as I used to. Okay, welcome to the class, Selma. I'm going to be talking to you in just a minute. Daniel, also, welcome.
Hello.
Hi, how are you today?
I'm great, thank you.
Cool. All right, and hello, Max, out there in the ether, wherever you are. Okay. All right. Tammy, Tammy, I'm going to ask you a question.
All right.
All right. in your opinion, are people trustworthy?
Are people?
Are people trustworthy? Can people be trusted in general?
It depends of the relationship.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, my opinion, uh, it's if you're, people. What do you mean by people? They trust each other. I mean, normal life, or they
Yeah.
have specific, relationship, or
Well, there you go. Your answer is a good and logical answer. It depends. The question is extremely general. Can people be trusted? Do you trust everyone? Okay.
yes,
Here's
yeah. That's the first. The first impression of the first is trust.
mm-hmm.
But when we go longer with the relationship, and I will see if he's lie or is not, or if not. Anyway, I will leave it to the days to know this person if I trust him or trust her or not. And it depends even of the subject. Sometimes maybe that he's lie or something for something, not serious or not hurt me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but for work, to be honest, I'm not trust my classmate. My worker mates. Yeah, because there is like a conflict sometime, and maybe and if you give him like a secret, because it's happened for me. I trust someone and I give him like secret, and we have like a conflict in the work, and he used this.
Yeah.
To get yeah,
Happened to me before too.
yeah.
Makes me mad. Okay. Okay.
But his trust is his trust is love. It's the same.
Ah. Now that's an interesting point. Okay. Um, all right. Let's start out with with the question itself here. Let me talk to you and everyone else. Sometimes, okay, you may be asked to give an opinion about something extremely general. That is a very general and difficult question, frankly. Can people be trusted? Are people generally trustworthy? Um, that's a difficult question, and I agree. Taking the stance, well, that all depends. Um, okay. Uh, First of all, you get the question. One tactic, one strategy is to rephrase the question in a simpler way in another way in your brain. Well, okay, he's asking me, can people be trusted? Well,
It's
all
very
right,
good question.
it's great.
May I say a little?
Sure, okay.
I don't think so. People are not trustworthy because I'm honest person, but still I lie every day.
Okay, fair enough. Okay, interesting. Yeah, I think we all do, whether we want to admit it or not. Um, okay, so it's difficult here to state your opinion. Because it's a gray area. It depends. The degree of how much I trust people kind of depends on the situation and how long I've known them. Maybe
Yes.
that would be a good opening sentence to attack this question. Then you could give your reasons, which you did explain, all right, and you gave examples of work, and you talked about, okay, maybe you know somebody. Your initial reactions, your first reaction, is to trust them. Which I agree with, Tammy. Generally speaking, I trust people until they prove to me that I should not trust them. Another way to say, I know that's exactly what you were saying, which I agree with you, actually, just my personal opinion. Tammy, a little couple notes about English, specifically sentence construction. I know after a few days, I know whether he is lie or not. not is lie. Is a liar or not. You could use a noun, or you could say whether he lies or not. In which case, you don't need is if you're going to use lie as the verb, as the main verb. And you said it's related to days. Another way to say that, it's related to how long you know the person.
Yes.
Okay. I know that's what I think that's what you're trying to say. And then after a while, you said you know if he's lie. Again, same thing. You know if he lies, or you know if he is a liar. Actually, it's the same thing as the first one I said. And because you said it happened for me. No, it happened to me. Okay? Something happens to you, it's an action directed at you. Somebody lied and affected you, so it happened to you. Things happen to people. Because when this is very important, when you use the preposition for, usually we use for to mean benefit. If it happened, it is possible to use happened for, okay, but it would have to be completely different. I can't believe I got a break to act in a Hollywood movie. Finally, things are happening for me. Yay, for, to benefit me. Finally, good things are happening for me. That's actually a very common English phrase right there, because it's benefit. But definitely something bad, negative, we would never use for, because it's not a benefit, obviously, if somebody lies. Yeah, I know what you mean. I've trusted coworkers before and had them stab me in the back. Useful phrase here. If you get stabbed in the back, they betray your trust. I mean, that's literally what it means. They go behind your back. Is another useful phrase. Somebody goes behind your back. They secretly, for example, I tell a coworker something about how I disagree with a work policy, and then they run and immediately go tell HR that I'm saying bad things about the company. That's going behind my back. That's stabbing me in the back. Don't like that. Okay. Well, there's some grammar, some useful phrases, hopefully. Selma, I'm going to ask you an opinion question. Really try to give me one clear sentence stating your thesis, stating your opinion. All right, if you can.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Let's see. Oh, all right. I'm interested in this, your answer to this. What is the perfect age to get married, and why?
Uh,
These are hard questions, aren't they? Yeah, they are.
yes. Especially they did not mention the best age for men or for women. So
Yeah,
I
okay.
believe, I mean, according to my own perspective, I think that I firmly believe that the best age to get married is, for men is 33 years, and for women is 23 or 24 years. Because I think that men, when they are like 33 years, they are independent. They are they got attached more to God. Uh, they are they are flexible. They know how to handle different problems and different situations. I mean, they become mature enough to have a family.
Mhm.
And for women, women do not need to be mature enough to have a family and to get married. Uh, she just has to be young, ambitious, and energetic, so that they both can keep up. They both can um, save the relationship and have a happy marriage.
Okay. Nice job, Selma. Okay. I'd like to give you some feedback, and I have a follow-up question. Okay, first some feedback, then my follow-up question. First of all, a couple things I really liked about Selma's answer. First of all, she used a clear discourse marker from my perspective. Okay, the way I see it, in my opinion, this is actually very important. When you're speaking English and you just say dogs are better than cats, you're actually being a little bit rude. You're saying, and if the implication is, instead of saying, in my opinion, or from my perspective, dogs are better than cats, you're basically, if you're saying, from my perspective, it's say, oh, this is just the way I think. You're being a little more polite. If you just, dogs are better than cats, it actually sounds rude. It sounds like the implication is, for English speakers, the way we think, you're saying dogs are better than cats, and if you disagree with me, you're an idiot. It's just too strong, and it's offensive, frankly. And some people don't, second language users don't realize that they're actually being offensive when they do that, giving an opinion. But it is a little offensive. It gets your back up a little. As an English speaker, I know I tense up when people give an opinion in that way. So very good. I like that from my perspective. Also, for those of you who are preparing for IELTS in particular, now TOEFL has time limits, so you may or may not want to do this. IELTS, the more detail and the longer you can speak, the better you're going to do. CAE, same thing. I love that you broke the question into men and women, which is very logical, obviously. By breaking the question into parts, by saying, well, actually, even as Tammy did earlier, by saying it depends, you give yourself twice as much to talk about suddenly. So you're going to do a lot more speaking. You have to, because you have two things you have to cover now. I actually really like that strategy of speaking about opinion, especially when it comes to speaking tests. I like that. Okay, one small thing, Selma, 33 years old. It should be. Don't forget the old. I think the ideal age is 33 years old. I don't know why second language speakers always forget to say old at the end when we're talking about people's ages. He is 42 years old. I can't say he is 42 years. Sounds very strange for English speakers. And my follow-up question, Selma, I don't know, I don't even remember where I heard this, but I heard that in many Middle Eastern, many Muslim cultures that maybe I heard this wrong, so please don't be upset with me if I have this wrong, this idea. But I heard this idea that ideal ages for a man to marry a woman, a specific man and a specific woman, is take the man's age, you divide it in half, and you add 8 years. So if a man is 40, he should marry 20 plus 8, 28 years old. If a man is 30, in half, 15 plus 8, 24 years old. I've heard this formula before. Have you ever heard that, or am I...
Well,
have you ever heard that before?
Well, in my own country, Nigeria, we don't have
Selma?
such thing. I mean, hello, sir, can you hear me?
Selma, are you there?
Yes,
Okay.
teacher, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Suddenly I can't hear you.
Can you hear
Hang
me
on.
now?
Oh,
Can you hear me now?
okay. Hang on. Selma, can you say something again? Sorry, I'm here. I'm adjusting.
Can you hear me, sir?
There we go. Thank you.
Okay.
Yes. Sorry.
No, it's fine. Well, in my country, in Nigeria, they say it's better to get married with a man that is the one who is like older than you. I mean, the difference between your ages is 8 years or more, but it's just a stereotype because most of people do not apply this specific rule. So
Uh-huh.
they just marry. You can marry someone who is younger than you or someone who is older than you because
Mm-hmm.
in Islam, our prophet he got married with a woman who was younger than him, like uh, 10 years or 15 years.
Hmm.
She was
Okay.
older than him, yeah. hmm
So you've never heard this strange formula then? I don't know where I heard that,
Maybe in
actually.
Middle East countries, but here
Maybe.
in Northern Africa, we don't have
Uh-huh.
such things.
I don't know. Tammy, have you ever heard this, what I was talking about?
No, we don't have like a formula, but
Yeah.
I mean, as a man, I prefer I get married to as a culture. Maybe it's a culture. I mean,
Uh,
I prefer to marry the woman which are younger than me, and
uh-huh.
also the women like to get married to for the man who older than her.
Uh-huh.
So like a culture, but we don't have formula.
Right, right. I don't think this is a strict formula. I don't know where I read this. Just some philosophy or
Mm,
sociological book, or I have
Yeah.
no idea. I don't remember.
Usually I mean the maximum between them it's 10 years the maximum, but they usually 5 years, 7 years, 6 years. That's a
Hmm.
different
Yeah, right. Okay.
the range. I mean, yeah.
All right. Thanks. I was just very curious because I don't know where I heard that, but it's stuck in my brain, and I know I learned that or I read that like 20 years ago, and I've always remembered it. Okay. Thanks, both of you. Thanks for trying to help me or clarify my thinking there. Appreciate it. Nader, hello. How are you today? Are you?
Hi, how are you?
Hey, good.
Fair to middling.
Fair to middling. Wow. Where did you hear that one? That's a good one. I
From
used
you.
for me. Oh, okay. I used to use that one all the time. Yeah. Okay. Funny. All right. Hello there. How are you?
Sorry, that's my child.
Oh, well. Hi, kid. Hey, kid. What's up? All right. Okay. I'm gonna come right back to you. I'm gonna go to Danielle. Danielle. All right. Concentrating on doing a good job with an opinion question. All right. State your opinion and then reason
About
example.
wedding?
Reason example. What's that?
About wedding, yeah? About wedding.
No, no. Well, no. I'm going to give you a different question. Unless you want to answer that question, would would you really like to answer that question, or you want a new question?
No, I think same like
Okay?
Tammy,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
Tammy.
Okay. Sure. Uh, like Tammy's question. Oh, are people generally trustworthy? That question.
It's
Or the
I can answer on this question too.
whatever.
I'm
Okay.
okay. I'm really how to say trustworthy. Yeah, trustworthy. Yes. I'm don't trustworthy person.
Okay.
I'm really not trustworthy.
Wait. Before you even get started, I have to be clear. It sounds like you think that you are untrustworthy. Right. Okay. So I really don't trust people, or I don't believe that people
Yes.
are trustworthy.
Yes, because
Okay.
in our time it shouldn't be. uh, I trust only my family and my several friends, and even they can wrong with information what you said. Even it happened with friends, even his best friends, because something happened.
Okay. So why? Why do you only trust your friends and family? Why do you?
No. I trust my family
I
and
know.
friends. I really trust.
I said, why do you only trust your friends and family?
Because other people don't need. I think to other people shouldn't say different information about you. No, I mean personal information.
Okay.
Several people say all about themselves. I think it's not correct. No, for me, is in my opinion.
Okay. Okay. Uh, okay. Even your friends and family, you said they can wrong. They can be wrong.
No. I
Just
can't explain what I think. I
grammar.
mean, I mean, for example, I said my friend something, and even he can say to other people your information,
Mm-hmm.
and even it happened.
Right. I
And
told, don't,
I
not,
told, yeah,
not I say my friend. I told my friend
I told.
something. For example, again, could you use, so I know it's an example. For example, I tell my friend, or I told my friend, present or past tense, it doesn't really matter. I, I told my friend something, and he told someone else, and maybe the information is wrong. That's what you mean, right?
I think it's necessary be trustworthy with your family and with your best friends. It's necessary to be trustworthy.
Sure, with your,
Yeah.
with your.
But
Uh,
you should know who, whom you want to trust. You should know.
sure. Okay, I gotcha. All right. People, and your other idea was that people shouldn't uh, say about people. The phrase in English we say you shouldn't talk about other people,
Oh yes, we shouldn't talk about.
or we have the common expression talk about people behind their backs, behind their backs. So if you talk about other people secretly or when they're not there. All right, you talk about personal information, you talk about their personality. When they can't defend themselves, you're talking about them behind their backs, right?
Maybe you shouldn't understand what I mean, but it's
Okay.
something. It's something like that. In general, yeah.
Okay. All right. All right. Yeah, I understand your other idea. Yeah. Do you know Chinese telephone game? Do you know that game?
Uh, which game? Excuse me.
It's It's called many different things. You may have a different name for it in your own culture, but when I grew up, it was called Chinese telephone. All right. It's like this. You have a circle of people, 8 people, 10 people, 12 people, whatever. I whisper a secret to the person on my right, and we're standing in a circle. I tell them some information. The potatoes are growing very rapidly in the field. I don't know. It doesn't matter what you say. And they whisper it to the next person, the next person, the next person, around in a circle. By the time you get around to the 12th person, the message is that potatoes will rule the world forever.
Yeah, I know
Starting
this
in
game.
September. Yeah, right. So you end up, when information gets transferred, it gets changed. Sometimes it's unrecognizable.
Yeah. Oh,
Right.
Maxim very. I agree with Maxim. In our world, very a lot of two-faced people.
Two-faced people. Oh, thanks. Oh, nice, Max. All right. Two-faced people. Okay. In English, a two-faced person says something in front of you, but then says something else when you're not there. That's what we call two-faced. Right. Yeah. Well, unfortunately, sadly, yeah, there's too many of those people around. Okay, Heidi, I have a very interesting question for you. Are you ready? Heidi, are you there?
Yeah.
Okay. I am very interested to hear your answer. Okay. Here's the question. Which is the greater tragedy? Which is worse? An innocent people imprisoned, an innocent people put into jail, or a guilty person set free? Which is worse?
Innocent people get into
Jail? Yeah.
Yes.
Why?
I've never been in the jail, but I imagine people are deprived of their privacy and every freedom. Why we need to go to the jail, even though I didn't do anything.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. So why is that worse? Okay, it's very bad to go to jail, but why is that worse than a guilty person being?
There are many guilty persons that are walking back and forth in the town. Not abnormal. But
Okay.
Innocent people in jail is really abnormal.
Okay. Interesting answer. And again, I would urge you to give a topic sentence. In my opinion, it is much worse to put an innocent person in jail. Topic sentence like that. It really does help with the understanding. Okay, yeah, I see your point, and yeah, there's already millions of guilty people wandering around on the street.
You are not the only they have commit something, or it's already cleared, but not cleared, but still guilty people. There are many guilty people.
Yeah, this is very true. Okay. Okay. All right. Fair enough. Okay. Tammy, I'm going to give you a chance for one more question here. A much more direct kind of question. In your opinion, what is the greatest invention the world has ever seen? Tammy, what do you think is the greatest invention ever?
There is a lot, I think. I mean, I didn't get your question exactly. Could you repeat it or explain more to?
Sure. What do you think is the greatest invention the world has ever seen? What electricity, the computer, for example, the airplane, the car. What is the greatest invention, had the most influence on humans, or made humans' life better? Depends on how you want to think about greatest. Greatest in what way? Um,
Um, yeah, I got you. I think the internet.
hmm,
I think it's changed the life, and the people become. I mean, the human become like. I mean, in the future, maybe there will be the same attitude, the same behavior because of the internet. That's the most influence. I mean, to touch the people life.
to what was that last part? I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
I mean, that's the most thing to. I mean, to to come to our the people life, the human life, the internet. Now it's easy to communicate with any person. Now we are, I mean, sitting together and speak, and in certain country, another in a certain country, and we can talk at the same time and learn at the same time and know each other at the same time. So I think this is the internet. It's the has the biggest influence in the life.
Ah, okay.
But the internet, it's I mean, it's continue. I mean, it's a part of the oldest influence. I mean, the telephone and the internet came and television. I mean, it's like developed.
Mm-hmm. Over time, you mean?
Yeah, over time. I mean, yeah,
Developed
exactly.
over time. Okay. All right. Um, Something we haven't talked about yet here, Tammy, at the end of his speaking, well, he added a point, but he did give me a conclusion. So overall, I think the internet is had the biggest influence uh, on our lives, you can say, or you can say on people's lives, to talk about it in general. You can use pronouns like you, your, and our to give general opinions. It's acceptable to do that in general opinions and conclusions as well. A conclusion is just restating your opinion at the end in a different way. Okay. Also, it does help with understanding, and it also, most importantly, it signals that you're done. You know, if you're giving opinions, for example, if you're doing a presentation in the boardroom or at work, it's a really good idea to have a concluding remark. In conclusion, uh, sales will rise in Asia. However, we will see a slight decrease in most of North America. Now you know I'm done. Great. Are there any questions? For example, okay, again, adding to clarity. Okay, thank you, Tammy. That was a good job. All right. I'm going to go to Selma. Selma, last time I asked you a very specific question. Okay, this time, a little different. We're going to go really broad and vague and general. Okay? Selma,
Okay.
what do you think is the greatest problem of the human race?
Well, in my book, I think that the greatest problem in human race is being racist because uh, because I think that every problem has a solution, even if we take a long time to find this particular solution. But racism, I think until now, neither researchers nor ordinary human beings figure out how can we solve such a problem, because being racist is in nature. It's not something concrete that we can that we can touch or that we can touch or know what's sorry. Well, being racist is not something concrete that we can touch or know its reality. I mean, from what I mean, it's okay, sorry.
Are you stuck on a word? Can I help?
I lost the word. I mean, it's in my brain, but I forgot the exact word. Anyway, it's not it's not something that we cannot know the essence of racism. We just know it's like a concept in our minds, and some people this concept is built from our environment. So I guess being racism is just a very serious problem that or dilemma that most people should consider before taking any actions or before trying to spread peace around the world or to give people some ethics lessons. They should first know how to solve this kind of dilemma.
Okay.
That's all.
That's all. Okay. Good job. Good job. You got a little bit off track. All right. Okay. Oops. You kind of wandered off topic or didn't know where to go. A good phrase that you can use and you can use and you can use and all of you can use if you're talking and suddenly you get distracted or for whatever reason it's not coming to you, your line of thinking, you can say, I lost my train of thought. It's a very common phrase we use in English. I lost my train of, I'm sorry, I lost my train of thought. I don't know where I was going. Okay. A common phrase, which native speakers use as I mean, it happens to everyone. It's just normal. All right. Ooh, we had a new way to express opinion in my book. Ooh, I like that. Very nice. Very stylish. I also like that when you came to a very difficult to pronounce word, when Selma came to the word particular, she actually slowed down her pace in order to pronounce it carefully, slowly, and clearly. Yes, I never hear second language speakers do that. They just plow ahead and they try to just keep their pace. It's okay, everyone. It's okay to slow down on a hard to pronounce word. There are English words that are hard for native speakers to pronounce, and we slow down when we say them. Particularly is a hard word for me to say, and I slow down when I have to say it. That's good. Again, I rarely hear people do that. Okay, it's not concrete. It's abstract. I was wondering if you were looking for the word abstract. I don't know. Not sure, but and another spot where you're talking about up to now, people. I was looking to hear a present perfect tense because you were actually, I'm not sure if you actually used the phrase up to now, but people, I was looking for people have not figured out yet. I was looking for have not figured out because the concept, whatever you said, the concept was up until the present. From the past up until the present, people haven't figured out how to deal with the problem of racism. Because when we use present perfect have in the past participle, the idea is that it was in the past up to now, and it seems quite likely to continue into the future. So present perfect really was the verb tense you needed, but didn't have. I think I'm not sure what you used, but okay. Thank you, Soma. That was interesting and an excellent answer. Good job. Okay. Okay, Danielle. Why? Explain this to me. I don't know the answer. Another hard question. Why are bad habits so hard to break?
Bad habit for what?
For everything. Smoking, gambling,
I think
biting
I
your
think
fingernails.
I know answer.
Yeah.
I really like idiom. You what to eat. You what to eat. You are what you eat. You
You
what
are what you eat.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think now a lot of people eat very bad food. I think so. Very bad.
Yeah.
I think we must eat only healthy food. Only healthy.
Okay.
Without chemicate and GMO. Without. I think.
But bad food is so tasty.
Tasty. Never mind. If you want a long life, tasty. Never mind. Mind only healthy food. Yeah. And,
Actually, let me take that back to you. Actually, is it important? Is it important to have a long life?
What?
Is it important to have a long life? What if I don't care if I have a long life? I eat tasty, fattening foods. I've tried everything, dangerous things. I've had a very exciting,
I think
full and awesome life. It really doesn't bother me if I die tomorrow. I have lived a great life. I have no desire to live to be
I
100.
understand what you say. I think if you want to care about your family, you must have a long life. Because it's one thing most important in life. It's family, and because of that you must have a long of life and care about family. For me, that, for example.
Okay. All right. Okay. Well, that's a very, very good point. All right. You have a very strong point there. And that's about it. I can't really deny that point. Heidi, we just have a couple minutes left. I just want to ask, is it important to have a long life? What do you think? Do you agree?
Yesterday I already mentioned.
What's that?
I already mentioned boring long life is not good for me.
Yeah. Oh, you mean in another class? Yeah. Right.
Interesting and short life is better than a boring long life.
I'm curious. You know, if you're a hummingbird, all right, and your metabolism, your heart beats 1,200 times every minute. All right, a hummingbird, those little birds that can, like a helicopter, they can just stay stationary and fly straight up, straight down, backwards, forwards. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Hummingbird. They're really pretty colors. They have a super high, super high metabolism. So are they getting information from their senses like super fast, are they just living a long life, but they're living it super speed?
Yeah.
Right? And then you have like a turtle who's very slow, and they live 150 years. Are they just having is it like a hummingbird lives 5 years, but they live super speed. And a tortoise lives 150 years, but he's super slow speed.
I had life expectations related to the time of heart beating.
Yeah, metabolism is.
Yeah.
That's right. Right. Exactly. Yeah,
Elephant lives longer, but their heart beating are very slow.
Right. Exactly. That's my point. And I sometimes wonder about that. Is the quality of a life of a Galapagos turtle worse than that of a hummingbird simply because the hummingbird is dead in 5 to 10 years? Or
if I were hummingbird, my movement is very fast. But from my side, the world is very slow. So feeling of length of life is the same as elephant.
yeah. Well, I don't know if I've personally reached the conclusion, but I kind of lean towards.
Like slow motion, quick motion.
Right. And by the way, speaking of an opinion, I'm expressing my opinion in a way that's saying it's not I'm not sure. I lean towards the idea, blah, 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 blah. This is the one way to express that. I'm not absolutely sure, but okay, a little bit more than 50%, I think something. That's a good way to express an opinion you're not sure of. Okay. Good practice, everyone. Good English practice. Very difficult questions. You all did excellently. And I want to thank you all for helping me out with the class. But I have to go.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you.
Goodbye.
Bye for now.